welcome to another episode of the Amigo CartCast 2025 recap. How are you doing, Scotty?
Is it over already?
I know time flies when you're having fun. That's what they say.
That's what they say. I mean, is it really almost over?
It's hard to believe, though. Not only, we've carried some great conversations through 2025. Our podcast was born in 2024. And the future, 2026, we're just going to get better.
Oh, so it was 2024, wasn't it?
I'm your host, Samantha Taylor, along with my co-host. You're going to introduce yourself.
Oh, Scott Chappell. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, a little different. We got a audio podcast here. Just want to share a little bit on, some of the highlights from 2025, what we learned, what were some takeaways. It was definitely a year for growth and learning, and I hope everybody feels that way, both personally and professionally. Anyone who's listening, that they took away some growth through last year.
Or cut off a growth.
Might need to see the doctor about that.
That's a joke. Okay, everybody. Yeah, I'm sure, Samantha, we've had a real good year this year. We've seen some growth in our sales, believe it or not. So it's been a great year for us so far.
So speaking of growth in sales, if you had to narrow it down, what would you say, what were your key things this year that led to that growth? The podcast, obviously.
Oh, the podcast was number one. That's correct. But, we did a lot of trade shows this year, and we got a lot of traction at those trade shows. And we did a lot of on-site demos. We had sent, obviously, demos out, our 14-day trial. So the leads we received this year were a pretty good quality lead, and we worked them.
Yeah, I think we actually earlier this year, maybe it was mid-year, time is funny, right? But we did a whole podcast episode on trade shows.
We did.
And we've spent a lot of time researching to know what trade shows might be beneficial, obviously attending trade shows.
Right.
So I think that was the title of it, like, are trade shows worth it? And you and I, of course, in the moment, we said absolutely. But
100%.
Now you're saying the sales are there to back that up. Which I
Right.
think
We've
is
seen
fantastic.
some of those. We've seen an increase in sales. We had a heavy focus on safety shows. We did quite a few safety shows this year. We do our national shows, ProMat, Modex, the material handling shows that we should be at, but we've done some safety shows, and we've got some pretty good traction with those.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. What else? What else came from 2025?
Well,
I think the safety has been a huge key focus, which we didn't necessarily. We knew it was there. We always said if you can't, you got to get past the safety person.
Right.
But there's a lot of emphasis just in general around safety and ergonomics in the workplace, and our product definitely fits right in with that.
It sure does. And what's kind of ironic is when I work for a different part of the company, healthcare, for example, we worked a lot with referrals. Well, one of our largest customers this year was a referral because that gentleman worked somewhere else in a previous life, and he came up to Wisconsin area, and that was one of our largest POs this year, and that was somebody that used our product at another place that came to a new place and recommended our products to that facility. And that's really, really exciting.
It is fun to hear like that name brand recognition, and you just never know who knows who. And one of the huge things, I guess, takeaway for me in 2025 is really getting to, that relationship building with your customer and understanding their needs and how to help improve efficiencies in their facilities. So whether it's some sort of customization, which has been a big focus, and we have the capabilities to do custom work, whether it be custom trailers or some modifications on our Amigo units to make sure that it fits within their realm of efficiency. So I think that's been fun, but also taking like the voice of the customer to really bring it to life.
Well, we like in sales, you want to do everything for everybody, and that's just not real. And, good salespeople don't promise, right? Even though they want to say that, but if you think back, I don't know how your memory is, but you were involved in a trailer PO for us this year, and that was a large order.
Another big one,
when we started in 2017, we really were focused on selling the power bases, the batteries, the motor, the gearbox, all that, whereas this was an actual custom trailer order for company out west. And that just shows our growth.
And I love that because honestly, it's yes, of course, we specialize in motorized equipment. We always will. That's kind of our bread and butter. But to be able to have that almost add-on piece of the trailer, why not? Why not just, we have the fabricating capabilities, so no matter what their need is, you would think a standard trailer, our 30 by 50 would be perfect for anybody.
We think it is.
But
But
we're not the ones using it.
That's correct. And I will tell you, as a company, for our company, the fact that now we have a manufacturing facility on site, I mean, it's really opened it up. I mean, before our custom products were kind of pricey. Now they're right in line with other companies, and I don't see anything except in 2026 this growing.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we have all that with the laser cutter and tube bending.
Lots of stuff back there.
Yeah, robotic welder. We got it all.
They don't want me operating it. I'd like to though.
I think you should.
I
should
do that.
You know?
They say never look at the weld bead because I don't know if it blinds you or what. But I always kind of look at the bead.
How's your eyesight?
Oh, it's great. Okay. I just can't walk worth a damn.
Best eyes in high school? Is that what it was?
Best eyes and best smile. I mean, if we're going to go back to 1983, here we go. Best eyes and best smile. Thank you for bringing that up.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
You brought it up. I didn't.
Well, you like to remind me, so how could I not put that plug in?
But I will say, on a serious note, we seem to be listening to customers' needs. We kind of shied away from custom in the past. Now it seems like it's realistic, and I really think it's going to be a growth spot for us this in 2026 and beyond.
I couldn't agree more, and I maybe this is a good opportunity. Any of our listeners who are familiar with Scott and our relationship, the Wonder Twins, I have moved on a little bit at Amigo and taking on more of a product manager role, so full life cycle of new product development as well as continuous improvement of current products. But a big part of that is the customization, because we want to make sure that we are listening to our customers' needs and at the front end really understanding what they're in need of. And then I will take that information back to the team, work with the engineers, our manufacturing, production, marketing, every team at Amigo that needs to hit that product to ensure it gets out the door correctly. So that's a huge part of what I'll be helping with too for 2026.
Well, I think your time in industrial was really perfect, right? I mean, you went to trade shows, you heard customers, you were involved in custom quotes. So I think it just kind of, for your next step to do that, I think it is perfect because you honestly are going to hopefully still work with us in sales very, very well.
Very closely, yes. And just am now
we're
saying
relying on that.
There must be a better way.
We're banking on that.
Okay, all right. On that note, I think we should pop the champagne bottles. Say sayonara 2025, and let's look to the future. We got a lot of great things in store for next year.
It happens too fast, and then we'll be saying 2027.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
And your children will be in high school.
Okay. In 1 year. In 1 year. I have genius
Maybe
children.
not quite yet, but it comes
It will
quick.
feel that way.
It sure
Absolutely.
does. So good things happened. Good things are going to be happening.
That's right. Well, I can't wait to see what the future brings, and we'll be back next year.
We shall be back. And until then, what are we going to do, Samantha?
Until next time,
keep
it
rolling.
rolling.